Hey guys, this is Zach from the Ohio guys, and we're here at AlmaCon in Alma, Michigan. Yeah. And standing to my right is the very talented Vic Mignogna.
How are you, bro?
Good, how are you doing today?
First of all, what is up? This is the coolest mic ever, right?
Yes.
That is amazing.
I know, it's almost
Where
like...
did you get that?
we... Yeah, old webcam mic.
Mustache.
Yeah. So how are you doing today?
I'm great, man. Had a wonderful time here. You know, I always get accused of never going to smaller events.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he only goes to big events and he never comes up. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come up to AlmaCon and hang out. This nice little cozy event. We've had a great weekend. It's been a blast to be here.
Glad you came up.
Thank you.
So if you could mind giving us a little bit of insight into what it's like working in the industry today.
Well, it's changed a lot. You know, when I started, it was very small. That was a long time ago, too long. But I've been in the business for probably 15 years now, close to 15 years. And back when I started, it was very small, and then it's exploded over the years. So now there are so many different companies and so many different places, so many different people wanting to get into the industry, and it's changed a lot. But I'm very, very, very grateful. God has been very good to me in allowing me to be a part of the industry.
Oh, that's very good. So out of all the animes you worked on, which one would be your favorite?
Well, you know, for a long time, I used to say, oh, I could never pick a favorite. You know, I was trying to be all like real politically correct and very tactful. But after we finished Brotherhood, and I realized that was probably the end of Full Metal for me, I had to acknowledge that Full Metal and Ed were probably my favorite show and character to do. But a very close second place would be Tamaki and Oran High School. I just love that show.
All right, so and that's kind of leading into my next question. What would you say was like working on Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood?
Well, I mean, the first series I absolutely loved, and it was the first I'd ever done Full Metal, so the first series will always have a very special place in my heart, you know.
Yes.
But Brotherhood was a lot darker and a lot more intense and a lot more complex kind of a storyline. And I loved it, the chance to come back and play that character again after, you know, years of it being over. We thought it was done. And when we found out there was going to be more, we were all very excited to work on it. So, and when people ask me, which do you like better, the first one or Brotherhood, I usually tell them, you know, I don't even think about them as two separate series. To me, it's just all one big Full Metal adventure, you know. It's like the furthering adventures of the Full Metal Alchemist. It's just Ed gets to meet new people and he gets to go to new places. So to me, Brotherhood is just kind of an extension of the original series.
So since you've been in the industry for about 15 years, out of all the characters you have voiced, which one would be your favorite, or who could you be in real life? And you can mix match any of them. You combine them into
you
one.
know, somebody asked me at the panel yesterday at the Q&A that question, and what I told them was I think I'm probably, I am realistically probably most like a very obscure character from a show called Princess Nine. But if I had to say which one do I wish I were like, which one would I like to think is most like me, I would love to think Tamaki from Oran, but I think he's a little more smooth than I am. But then it wouldn't hurt to have the superpowers, right? It wouldn't hurt to have like magic powers like Dark Mousy or be able to do alchemy like Ed. That would be pretty awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So in the anime world, is there anything that's coming out that you can talk about us? I mean, if you can't, we completely understand.
Well, I will tell you this. There is a new show that I just finished that I absolutely had the best time working on, and I need you guys all to check it out because it's amazing. It's called Level E. It's so funny. I haven't had this much fun since Oran, and we had the biggest blast working on it. It's really, really fun show. So check that out, Level E. And then, I know it's not anime related, but you guys have to check out my new live-action Star Trek web series. Several friends of mine and I got together. We've rebuilt all of the sets from the original series of Star Trek, and we've started a new web series called Star Trek Continues. You can look it up online, StarTrekContinues.com, Facebook, Twitter, all of it. And we just shot our first episode, full episode. Grant Imahara from Mythbusters is playing Sulu. My other voice actor friend, Todd Habercorn, is playing Mr. Spock, and I'm playing Captain Kirk. I'm not doing that, though. I'm just having fun, though. So we're really excited about this series, so check it out.
All right, we will have to do that. So out of all your music you do and your anime roles, which one do you prefer to do, the music or the anime?
Oh, don't ever make me pick one, all right?
Right.
I would never want to have to choose one. I'm one of those kind of people that loves to kind of dabble in everything. And people have often asked me, if you had to pick one, what would you pick? And I've usually said I would pick suicide because I would probably die rather than not do any of the different things that I love doing all of them. I love music. It's always been such a big part of my life. And I will always do that. When I'm 80 years old, I'll probably be sitting in a piano and making up songs or singing whenever I get the chance. It's too much, it's too big a part of me. And acting and voice acting and film and directing and all of it, I just love it all so much. It has nothing to do with being paid. By the way. And that's something very important. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're paid to do it. You do it because you love it, and it's a passion for you. So I think I'll always look for ways to do all of it.
Okay. Do you have a Facebook, a Twitter, any other social media site you'd like your fans to know about?
You guys can certainly follow me at Twitter. It's Vic Mignogna, if you're smart enough to figure out how to spell my last name. I wish it were a little more easy, but unfortunately that's the Italian, huh?
Yes.
But yeah, you can follow me at Twitter, and also you can follow everything at www.risenbullrangers.com. That's my official online fan club. Risenbull, as you may or may not know, is the town that Ed and Al came from in Full Metal. So Risenbull Rangers is an online club. We have almost 17,000 members worldwide, and you are officially, personally invited to join us and become a member. You too.
I
want you there.
I will do that.
All right.
Promise.
Thanks, brother.
All right.
Thank you.
This has been the Ohio Guys here at Almacon with the very talented Vic Mignogna. And everyone, have a good day.
You too. Thanks.